Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to see you all today. I hope you are ready to learn something new and exciting. Let's have a great lesson together. Our lesson today is about adding and subtracting unlike fractions. Okay, let's start with learning objectives of the lesson, which we learned today. Today we will learn first, create equivalent fractions using the LCD. Second, we will learn how to add and subtract unlike fractions using equivalent fractions. Third, we will learn how to simplify the result to its simplest form. Now we will start with a question from the previous lesson, okay? To revise what we studied before, we have an easy question here. We want to add 1 out of 8 plus 3 out of 8. I think it's easy. Remember, we just add the numerators when we have the same denominators. We just add the numerators. 1 plus 3 equals 4, and down we write 8. So the answer will be 4 out of 8. But we want to make it in the simplest form because this fraction 4 out of 8 is not in the simplest form. What shall we do? Let's see. We can divide both of 4 and 8 by HCF. The HCF for 4 and 8, we remember it from the last lesson. We can divide by 4. Okay? So 4 divided by 4, it's 1. And 8 divided by 4, it's 2. Okay? I hope you understand this point. Let's go for another point. Okay? Here, here is what we do when our denominators don't match. Okay, we have a new example here, another two fractions. We have 1/3 and 1/4. Okay, how can we add them? First, we must find the lowest common denominator, which is LCD. Then we make equivalent fractions, and then you can add them easily. Look at these steps here. First, we have to get the LCD for the 3 and 4. Okay, how can we get the LCD? First, we have to write the multiples of 3 here. 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. And here we write the multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12, and so on. Okay, the first repeated number, that will be LCD, which is, yes, very good, Muhammad, it's 12. Thank you. So the LCD for 3 and 4, it's 12. Okay, let's go on. What we do next? We do the equivalent fractions. Look, the third becomes another fraction with the same denominator 12 here. So we make equivalent fraction now. So what should we do? We multiply 3 by what to get 12? Yes, face, very good. It's 4. So we have to multiply up by 4. 1 multiplied by 4 equals 4. Now we have 4 out of 12. What about the second fraction? The second fraction, we multiply 4 by 3 to get 12 here. And we have to multiply up by 3 also. So we have 3 up over 12. So the new fractions now they are 4 over 12 and 3 over 12. It will be very easy to add them. We just add 3 plus 4 equals 7, and down we add the same 12. And here we don't need to simplify the fraction. It's already in the simplest form. Okay? I hope you understand this point. Let's go for another point. Here we have a real life problem. Let's start it. Let's read it. Sarah baked a cake. She used half cup of sugar and quarter cup of brown sugar. How much sugar did she use in total for the cake? Okay, now we want to add in this question, okay, because the question asks you about the total. So we add quarter and half. Okay, quarter and half, they are unlike fractions. Remember, they have they haven't in the same denominator. So what shall we do? We will make equivalent fractions using the LCD for 4 and 2. What is the LCD for 4 and 2? It's easy to get it. It's already 4. Yes. Okay, very good. Muhammad, get the point. Thank you, Muhammad. So the LCD is 4. The first fraction, we don't change it already. We multiply by 1. It's already 1 out of 4 because it had the same LCD here. The second fraction, we have to change it. There is 2 becomes 4, so we multiply by 2 down and 2 up, so we get 2. So the second fraction becomes 2 over 4, and the first one, 1 over 4. Now it's very easy to add 1 over 4 plus 2 over 4 equals 3. Yes, and down 4. Very good for Saud. Thank you for your answer. طيب, what about Fahd? Can we simplify this fraction? Yes, very good. It's already in the simplest form. That's a good answer. I hope you understand the addition now. Let's go for another point. Let's subtract two unlike fractions. This example here, we have two unlike fractions, but we want to subtract them. The same steps which we did before about addition. We have to get LCD, then we make equivalent fraction, then we can subtract them easily. Okay, let's start. What we do next? Yes, we get the LCD for 6 and 5. Let's start with the multiples of 6. Who helped me to get the multiples of 6? Yes, 6. Yes, very good, Ahmed. 6, 12, 18. Yes, very good. 24. Yes, 30. Yes. What about the multiples of 5? Khalid. Yes, multiples of 5. They are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Okay. What about the first repeated number here? Oh, it's 30. So the LCD will be 30. For 5 and 6, it will be 30. Okay. So the LCD here will be 30. So what we do next? Yes, we make equivalent fractions with the same denominator, which is 30. We write 30 here and another 30 here. We need another one to help us. Let's start with the answer. 6 multiplied by what? We get 30. Yes, it's already multiplied by 5. So we have to multiply by 5 up. 5 multiplied by 5 equals 25. So the first fraction will be 25 over 30. What about the second one? Here we multiply 5 by 6 down and 6 up. So the second fraction will be 6 out of 30. Now it's very easy to subtract them. Let's go down to see how to subtract them. Here we have 25 over 30 minus 6 over 30. Yes, Khalid, 25 minus 6. How can we make subtraction? 25 minus 6 equals 19. Very good. Over 30. Okay, Saud, thank you. So the answer 19 over 30. Remember, this fraction doesn't need to be simplified because it's already in the simplest form. There is no common factors for 19 and 30. Let's go down to have another point. It's an activity now for you, the young teacher. Okay, the young teacher activity like we used it before. Now we have Ahmed, our excellent student, will explain for us how to get LCD for these two fractions, 2 out of 7 and 3 out of 5. Yalla, Ahmed, I give you 2 minutes. That's enough for you? Or 1 minute? Yes, 1 minute. Very good. Ahmed's answer will be 35. Yes, very good. Ahmed, thank you. The answer right. LCD for 7 and 5, it will be 35. If you did the other steps which we did before, the multiples of 7 and the multiples of 5, you can find the first one repeated, which is 35. Okay? I hope you understand. Let's go for another point. Here we have another activity about differentiated activities. So I prepare for you 3 questions. Okay, one easy, the second intermediate, the third more than some difficult. Okay, about real life problems. You can read them and think a lot of them. So we can use the think per share strategy, okay? You know, when we use it, I ask you the question, then you can think about it, all of you. Then we make groups of 2 pairs to think together. Then we make all of the class as a one group. We can discuss the last answers. Okay, you can take your time and answer these questions. Okay, very good answers from you all. Thank you for your sharing. Okay, let's revise what we studied before in this lesson. We studied how to add and subtract fractions. Don't forget that if you have the same denominators, we just add the numerators. Okay? And subtraction, the same idea. Okay? But if we have different denominators, we have to follow the steps. First, we have to get LCD. Second, we get equivalent fractions here. Then we can add them easily. The same in subtraction. And if this question subtraction, it will be 4 minus 3 equals 1 over 12. It's very easy, I think. Okay? I hope you understand now addition and subtraction about unlike fractions. Okay? Now we have only 2 points to talk about them. And very important, by the way, the digital environment about we have online assessment. Okay? And this is the link of the first online assessment. It's a quiz for you on quizzes website. And the second will be text file, the PDF file. You can print it and solve it and send it to me by email. Okay? Don't forget to solve them. Thank you. The last thing before we leave, let's talk about the strategies which we used today. We used think per share strategy. We used the young teacher strategy and discussion strategy. Thank you for you all. See you the next time, inshallah. Goodbye.